Hello and oh wait, I'm trapped. Hello and welcome to Flippin Through, the internet's #1 Mad Magazine news, review, and interview channel. And today we're flipping through Mad Magazine number 226, released October 1981. Cover price $1, which is indeed cheap. But before we do that, please let me beg you, hit like, hit subscribe, leave a comment down below. That's the #1 way that you can support this channel. My goal is 800 subscribers by Christmas. There's only one way I can do that. That's with your support. So thank you so much to those of you who have subscribed, who take the time to leave comments. It does mean a lot to me, and I appreciate it. If you want to support me in another way, if you think this is worth more than a like and a subscribe, patreon.com/flippinthrough. What do you get? You can get a pretty awesome set of buttons. If you go to flippinthrough.com and then go to the Etsy page, you can see those in greater detail, and you get a 6 set of stickers. Any amount of money you give me, you get the set of stickers. These are the people that support me now on Patreon, and I get to thank them. Jacqueline Gosling, Reflection of Perfection, Frank Snyder, Misimo, David Strickler, Megan McInerney, Shane Buckley, Bobby Weigel, Cam Hayden, Rob Wilson, Rod Meadsbury, Andrew Goldfarb, Casey Ori, and Little Cozy Nostril. Thank you guys so much for the support. I hope I can keep on earning it. With that, I got a cold. It's horrible. It's awful. And my voice is even more nasally than normal. So if you have to pass on this video, I don't blame you. Here we have a copy of MAD, an issue of MAD. I don't know. I feel like I've seen all of the covers a million times, and it actually makes it kind of difficult to remember if I own a copy, because I don't have a complete set, or if I've done a video on it, because I've seen them so many times. This cover is an exception. This is a Jack Rickard cover, and I don't think it gets that much love. It's good. I like it. It's fine. It's funny. You know, Alfred's dry cleaning. He's running up with Superman's outfit. This is a lampoon. Superman 2. So we have Christopher Reeve, his Superman. We have Feora and Zod, and I don't know. Are they in the Phantom Zone? I don't really understand where they are in this picture, but I don't know. It's fine. It is not that memorable of a cover, but what is memorable is the UPC gag that we all know and love. Optical illusion. Stare at this pattern for 10 seconds. Now look away. You'll think you see it on everything. For those of you who don't know, it was in the late 70s that it became a requirement to start using UPCs. And Mad Magazine didn't like it. I think they were required to put it on the front of the magazine. And they felt like it was, it scarred their cover, and they complained about it a lot. I'm not going to do the alarm, because I count this as a house ad. And as we know, house ads are, they're allowed. It is permitted. So no ad alert going on. But this one, if your losing streak is becoming a way of life, you're in luck. Wait, I didn't read the part that I wanted to read first. Real advertisement. At the time, there were no ads in MAD, so having something, an actual advertisement, they had to do a little bit of a disclaimer and let people know, wait a second, these MAD games are in fact real. The Mad Magazine board game, the new the Mad Magazine card game. And here we have presenting the Mad Games. To win, you lose. First, we brought you the whacked out Mad Magazine board game, and now we're introducing the Mad Magazine card game. So now you've got even more to lose. Both games are as goofy, insane, and ridiculous as Mad Magazine. Doesn't that sound like your kind of fun? I've played these games. No, that's a lie. I've played the board game. I don't have enough friends to play the other card game, but I do have children that I can forced to play games with me. We've played the MAD board game. It's a lot of fun. There's a couple gags in it that like don't work the second or third play, but it is fun. It's worth playing for sure. The MAD card game, I think it's just kind of like Uno. That's what it is. When I was reading the rules, at least. I don't know. Oh, here we have the Masthead. I haven't read this in a while. I know that some people like it when I do, so I'll do that. Number 226, October 1981. Nuclear energy may be the one thing that will finally prove to us that all men are cremated equal. Very nice. But so far, I don't know, all the nuclear scaremongering doesn't really work. It hasn't been accurate, right? Nobody's died since the initial explosions. William M. Gaines, publisher. Albert Feldstein, editor. Leonard Brenner, Tom Noskowski, production. Nick Meglin, senior editor. John Ficarra, associate editor. Gloria Orlando and Celia Morelli, subscriptions. Jack Albert, lawsuits. Ann Griffiths, logistics. Contributing artists and writers, the usual gang of idiots. With that, let's move on to, I'm going to zoom out. Ooh, another suicide ad. That's always a fun one to see. We're going to skip the letters department. Sorry, guys. I know that you love them as much as I do. And we're going to get into this. Super Duper Man. Artist Mort Drucker. Writer Frank Jacobs. You guys, I have to admit something to you. You guys know, like, if you pay attention to this show, that I like DC Comics. I would say that I'm a fan of DC Comics. The vast majority of comics that I own are DC Comics. I've never seen the Superman movies. I wasn't alive. I was born in 1985, so I wasn't even around when the first one came out. And by the time I was old enough to like be into Superman, I kind of thought Superman was corny. I wanted to see Batman. I remember seeing the Tim Burton Batman movies, but Superman just seemed, I don't know. It just wasn't my thing. So yeah, I don't know. I think this is fine. It's like, it's funny enough. The art is cool. All of the caricatures look wonderful. It is. I mean, is this a 5-hour movie? Is Superman 2 just like incredibly long? Because this is an extensive lampooning of the movie Superman 2. I was surprised, and you might be surprised too, as I continue to turn these pages. This very well might be the longest one that there is, right? I don't know. I'm not going to do the research to find out. And here we have this. This is a nice follow-up to the Native American one that we had last week. Don Martin sells us seashells by the seashore. Who would have thought that he could come up with not one, not two, but 3 pages worth of seashell humor? Now, does most of it is it related to holding a seashell up to your ear? Yes, entirely. It's entirely that. If you put the seashell to your ear, you can hear the sounds of the ocean. Floosh, splash, kagloom, shloosh, floosh. Help, help, fogwash, help, help, gluggle, gluggle. That is good. This one picks it. Oh, it's for you. It's like, it's like the more I think about it, I mean, the stranger it is that he was able to come up with 3 pages of material. He might be a genius. He, of course, is Mad's maddest artist, but is he the most genius of all the Mad writers? Here we have the Stop Stadium and Team Owners Paraphernalia Incorporated 1981 supply catalog. This is what it feels like going to any type of event. I take my kids to Monster Jam in the wintertime, and just so much money to go there. It's insane, but it is pretty fun, I guess. I mean, I don't guess. I know it rules. Freaking rules to go to Monster Jam. Um, Here we have brightly colored, slick paper program cover. Lets you stuff 96 pages of solid advertising inside and then charge up to $5 for the shopping guide that you formerly gave away for free, available with attractive picture of football, baseball, or basketball player on the front and attractive picture of a cigarette smoker, vodka drinker, or Buick salesman on the back. That's another thing. They like charge you for these like books. I don't buy these. And it's full of ads. So they're getting paid by the advertisers and they're getting paid by you. It's all profit. They're geniuses, right? Water-soluble rain checks prevent bad weather from eating into your good profits. These tricky ticket stubs are cleverly printed on starched lint that becomes hopelessly unredeemable by dissolving at the first touch of moisture. Keep a few thousand on hand for cloudy day use. I really love Bob Clark's artwork in this. My only complaint is it's all so dark. That's my only complaint. If I can even muster a complaint, I can, and that's it. And then here we have stuff we don't get to see on the tube. And they're not talking about YouTube viewers. Way back when, the television ran on cathode ray tubes, CRT is what it was. And no, don't worry, guys, not the CRT they're teaching in schools. Oh, I'm on a roll. But anyway, they called it the tube. That's what they called TV. They're not talking about, anyway, you didn't think they were talking about YouTube. Let's zoom in on this. This is some beautiful Jack Davis artwork. A football player sitting on the bench during a game who's so engrossed in the action that he doesn't smile and give us the "we're number one" sign when the TV camera focuses on him. I do think that we've become so accustomed to being videotaped, like just people in general, that you do get actual candid shots nowadays. A talk show host who actually read the book by the author he's interviewing. Gee, all I said is I read his book. That was my impression of Johnny Carson. Please rate it from 1 to 5, 5 being the best. A diaper commercial that indicates babies do something else besides wet. My baby stays comfortable in Panthers because they're more absorbent and keep him drier. Unfortunately, they don't absorb the smell of dookie. Jack Davis is fun. Jack Davis has been criticized. I don't know if it's criticism, but I guess like when compared to people like Mort Drucker, that he's not quite as good with. Oh, Kyle Bridget has to know about this. I got to let Kyle Bridget know. He's doing a thing about nudity in Mad Magazine. Anyway, it's not really criticism. It's just like pointing out he's not maybe as strong a caricaturist as people like Mort Drucker, which I don't know. Is that an unfair comparison? He's an amazing artist. I love these. And there are some, I don't know, is that Howard Cosell or something? I don't know. I didn't watch sports and I wasn't alive when this came out. Here we have a National Geographic special that shows topless white ladies. And this is Fire Island's famous nude beach where the natives cavort in the sun. Ah, natural. And is that a self-insert of him? I kind of hope it is. A small town where the people are friendly to strangers. Stranger in town, eh? Well, I'm the sheriff around here. Let me give you some advice, pal. There are several fine motels and some great restaurants. The fishing is fantastic. I'm sure you'll enjoy your stay. All right, moving on. Now, I was really interested in this, actually. How many retail stores and fast food restaurants have you been in where the establishment's pledge to its customers is proudly displayed on its walls? Don't bother to answer. It's not that kind of question. At Kentucky Fried Chicken, for example, their creed starts off with the promise to welcome you with a smile and greet you with a friendly hello. We eat there often. From our experience, it's evident that the only people who don't read the creed are the employees. If a store wants to post a pledge, we suggest it comes up with a pledge that employees can really live up to. And here, if you can't see, I'll zoom in a little bit more, but I wasn't aware of this pledge. Let's find out what our creed is. There's a little of the Colonel in all of us at Kentucky Fried Chicken. We promise to welcome you with a smile and to greet you with a friendly hello. We promise to serve you hot chicken as fine as the Colonel would serve himself. We promise to offer you all the Colonel's delicious fixins. We promise to be fast, efficient, and always courteous. We promise to thank you very kindly and always invite you back. That's actually a pretty low bar. Our pledge to you, the customer. You'll be greeted with a grunt, a nod, or at least a, yeah? We will serve you promptly, providing we don't have anything nasty to say about the customer who has just been waited on. We will get 3 or 4 of the 6 items you ordered correct. We will pack your order with 3 times the bags necessary. We will pack the hot foods directly on top of the cold drinks, so the hot foods will be cold and the cold drinks will be warm. When it comes to those little packets of salt, pepper, catsup, etc., we will give you none, unless you ask for them, in which case we'll give you 10 times the amount that you can use. We promise to put the napkins we give you on top of your drinks, so when you get to your table, they'll be soaked and unusable. We promise to put all the soft stuff on the bottom of your bag and all the hard, heavy stuff on top for obvious reasons. We promise to ring up and charge you for every item you ordered, even if we forget to put some of them in your takeaway bag. We will smile and shrug when we give you the incorrect change. We promise to supply crowded tables, hard chairs, and intensely bright lights, so the fastest part of the experience will be your desire to eat quickly and get the heck out of here. I do think that there is actually, that's what they do, is they do make it so that you get in and out quickly. They can turn over the tables. Here we have The Lighter Side of by the inimitable David Berg. That Bergian wit. Ooh, I actually do have something. No, I'm not going to announce it yet. Never mind. Here we have a Spy versus Spy. Is this by Prohías? Yes, it is. I think we're coming in the 80s. That's like nearing the end of his career. Is it? I forget. I can't remember this stuff off the top of my head. So here we have the White Spy assembling a rocket of sorts. Ooh, that looks great. All right, putting it under the sidewalk. He lights it. Oh. Dang. He got him. I like the incredibly convoluted ones like this. Certainly there's a better, easier way to like launch somebody with a rocket. Now this is a spectacular Wimble builder by George Woodbridge. It's so much fun to look through. And we can kind of read a few of those. So like number 4 says, the musicians are playing their final number and they're not destroying a single instrument on stage. Here we have number 20. The guards are actually throwing away the liquor that they confiscated. We have number 1. The audience is smoking cigarettes with tobacco in them. Not any of those silly, weird, wacky tobacco cigarettes, the jazz cabbage. Here in number 1, the audience is smoking. Oh, wait. Oh, there's a bunch of number 1s I'm seeing. All right. Number 5, the man is eating his French fries rather than throwing them. That's very odd. Here we have number 12. There are no misspellings on the banner. Potter Zeeby. And then number 7, I was amused by. In like the 70s and the 80s, you actually had like, I guess, don't know, Nazis. Like culturally, like this would actually make sense to draw. I don't think I've ever seen somebody wearing a swastika in my whole entire life. The tough dudes are relinquishing seats that don't belong to them. Number 16, right up there by the woman's hand. The guy is leaving the concert early because he has to get up for school the next morning. That's me. I always do that. Always leave a concert early. Here I have Harry North Esquire, right? Oh, I knew it. He has such a weird style. Um, okay. This is just what people are thinking about. So, like, in the hospital operating room, there's nothing to worry about, Mr. Culpepper. You're in the trained hands of an experienced surgical team. Um, the doctor or the anesthesiologist is thinking about his golf score. This lady doctor, she could be a lady doctor. Maybe she isn't a nurse. You don't know, you sexist. She's thinking about disco music. The surgeon is thinking of the awesome power of the 81 ocelot. And the guy is thinking about his hospital bill. I don't know. It's fine. It's fine. I like the art the most. I think that's what I always like. Even when the writing's really good, I really like the art. Like that's really what I'm in it for. In a suburban neighborhood. Hi, I'm Donna, and I just moved in next door. I think it's great when neighbors are real friendly and get to know each other really well. And this guy's thinking about, oh, he's thinking about selling his house. I see. Okay. I've not seen this. I've not seen this before. Still more American jokes they're telling in Poland. Um, what do you call an executive in an American industrial corporation who takes a firm stand against pollution? Unemployed. How are Americans lowering the divorce rate in their country? By living together without getting married. That is probably true. What do you call the class of Americans who exist in cramped, overcrowded conditions and suffer from extreme hunger? Airline passengers who fly coach. How about this one? What's the only surefire method for an American to get himself totally out of debt? Death. Why do American commuters drive their cars into the city and get caught in traffic jams and suffer long delays? For convenience. All right, last one. What do you call an American male who patronizes women and makes them look idiotic year after year? A fashion designer. Oh, classic. How do Americans refer to? I have to read this one. I'm sorry. Um, how do Americans refer to the misery of the Great Depression and the slaughter of World War II? The good old days. Here we have some roadside plaques, another little Jack Rickard painting, and Frank Jacobs being the writer. Powhatan River. The waters of the Powhatan, just beyond this marker, have been known to rise in a matter of seconds and flood the immediate area, washing away houses, trees, livestock, automobiles, and teetering rock. Although this 400-ton boulder is considered a wonder of nature, scientists believe it will soon topple, as the slightest sound or vibration would be enough to... oh, I missed the whole point of this. Roadside plaques that we never waited around to finish reading. Barnett's Curve, named for Horace Barnett, the first motorist to crash here. Barnett's Curve has been the site of more than 500 auto accidents, with terrified drivers skidding out of control and ramming. Now here we have, was this a TV show too close for comfort? I do not recall. But some beautiful artwork. Honestly, I think this one does look better than the Superman one. And I do like it better than the, dang, what's up with this beautiful lady? I think it looks better than the Superman one. That's all I'm going to say. Oh, and here we go. The Mad Horoscope. My birthday, May 20th. Today's birthday. Happy birthday. Due to a slight imbalance in the tides, there is some confusion among the stars as to whether or not you really exist. This question will be quickly resolved just as soon as someone makes an attempt to pick up your laundry. Rash decisions could prove very harmful today, so exercise great caution when selecting a salve. A beautiful fold-in, left immaculate, unfolded, because this person, like me, is a man of culture. And here we have One Day in Metropolis. This is a great gag. I love that. With that, remember, hit like, hit subscribe, leave a comment down below. Thank you so much for watching. Toodaloo.